Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 5.8 HYPOXiX Plank. This is the most advanced breath work in this level of the plank, where we perform that 8-second engaged exhale, loosening your abdomen, and a 12-beat breath retention with the abs held, squeezed at the end of your breath. This is incredibly exciting. You're really going to improve that carbon dioxide tolerance performing these two breath cycles with the 12-beat breath retention. Now, we are going to be on the ground, on our knees, so grab a mat or whatever you need to be comfortable on your knees to begin. If you're someone who can't get down to the ground due to joint restriction or pain, you can follow my cues and put your hands on a wall in front of you, or better yet, forearms on the wall, so that you can mimic the level 5 plank with the forearms on the ground. If you're working with a HYPOXiX coach, of course, you want to make sure to follow their exact prescription for you based on your assessment in terms of breath sets, resistance, whatever it may be. That will optimize your program based on what you need. Now, this is wonderful. If you are a person who can't get down on the ground, you need to be standing or you need to sit on a chair, you can follow my breathography cues and connect to your abdomen and get as much out of this exercise as when you're on the ground in terms of core strength, endurance, breath endurance, oxygen efficiency, lung capacity, nervous system, cognition, all of the things that we're improving when we're adding this breath method in tandem with the plank. It's incredibly exciting. I just had to put that in there because it's motivating to think, wow, I could be standing in line at a bank and have my abdomen on and do a couple of these hard exhales with the breath retentions and be getting something out of it, and so there is a time and a place for applying less resistance to the body in conjunction with these movements. So let's begin. Forearms on the ground. The forearms are pulling down hard toward the knees. So if the ground were slippery, the forearms would pull down just like that. The shoulder blades are not all the way together. They're all the way apart as they pull down. Now the head, HYPOXiX head stance, is pushing back into an imaginary hand and also pulling up toward a wall that's on top of the head. So you're pulling down hard. You're feeling that. It's incredibly exciting as you connect deep into the core. Now the low back is not arched and it's not all the way tucked. It's about halfway between the two. That's your neutral spine. If you're working with a coach, of course, they will help you deduce what your neutral spine is, as it tends to be individual. Now here, the eyes are going to be closed in this exercise. That's going to reduce the stimuli from your external environment and allow you to focus on that connection between your abdomen and your ab ribbon as you loosen your ab ribbon on the exhale, and then you're holding it. You're holding it for that 12-beat breath retention. We only have 2 breath cycles, but those 12s get pretty intense. Now we're going to straighten the legs. The weight is under the third toes for this one. The feet are hip width apart and the glutes are going to be squeezed in the plank the entire time with that neutral spine. If you're new, this is your first time performing this breathography breath cycle with the plank, I want you to focus on 2 things. Staying connected to your breathography breath cycle with me in tandem, connecting to your ab ribbon, loosening the ab ribbon on the exhale, keeping it loose on the breath retention, tightening it on the inhale, and stabilizing in your low back. Now that engaged exhale is going to help stabilize your low back, but once you've mastered those couple of areas, then you can add on the eyes, the head, the hands pulling down toward the knees. All of those are meant to optimize the exercise, but you got to start somewhere, and you got to start deep within your core. So let's take it. Shoulder blades apart, pull the hands down toward your knees, head back and up. Straighten the legs, third toes, glutes are squeezed, pull the hands down, zip up, posture, prep, inhale. Hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, and loosen your ribbon, you're holding 12, 2, 3, loose ribbon, 4, squeeze the glutes, 5, 6, 7, relaxed face, 9, 10, 11, and a 12. Inhale, 1, 2. Drain the air, pull those arms down, hold 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze the glutes, 2, 1, and you're finished. I know. Abs like crazy with those long breath retentions. Amazing, amazing work.